types of niggas. Since the beginning of time, black people have always existed. Way back before we all went to different places, we were all in Africa. But over time, as we started going to different continents and got to experience different people, this shaped our personality. So this made black people more complex over the years. Back then, the other races used to think that we only like the same thing, like basketball, watermelon, and Kool-Aid. But just like a Pokemon, we evolved into different forms. By the way,
as you can see,
I'm black. I don't want to see any more comments saying you're Indian, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. I'm Jamaican, my nigga. I can say it. Anyways, for this video, I will be telling you guys different types of black people. YN. For those that don't know what this means, it's basically an abbreviation for young niggas. This term basically means people who essentially have no remorse for any transgressions they commit. These kinds of people always exhibit the following traits: stealing, playing loud music, going into fights, and always wearing a ski mask. The YNs have been around for the longest of time. We've seen an increase in the YNs. The reason for that is because they have new role models like XXXTentacion, Chief Keef, TK, and King Von. King Von to the YNs are treated like a god. They got pictures of him in their bedroom hoping one day they could be like him. The YNs are how most non-black people see us. If you're like me and you go into a store and you realize you're being followed, it's because they think you're going to steal some shit. To spot a YN, look out for these attributes: always wearing designer clothes, wearing black Air Forces, and wearing a ski mask. Be careful not to engage them, as they always carry a blick and they're not afraid to use it, even if they go to jail.
watch where you walking, nigga. Hey, what you say, nigga?
Webster defines the nigga moment.
I'm not gonna group them all as being the same type of people, but they have different variants. Like the respectful YNs who actually are chill and only like playing basketball and looking drippy. You also have the fake YNs who just pretend to be like that just to get the huzz. Light skinned niggas. From 2014 to 2020, these guys were moving like 2012 Messi. They could go up to any girl and get them. Being 6 foot, having curly hair, tattoos, piercing, and being light skinned is the equivalent of having all 5 pieces of Exodia. Every light skin needs a role model to look up to. There has been a long history of these people, like Odell Beckham Jr., who gave the light skins the fade with the curly afro, Steph Curry, who became a global icon in the sports world, dominating the NBA. The most important role model is none other than Drake. To light skins, this guy is their goat. The number of songs he released that made them post some sunlight pictures of themselves in their Instagram story and the husband liking that shit is crazy. He also created the light skin phase, which I can't lie, I be using too. But after 2020, there has been a great shift, and just like that, they fell out. The reason for that is because the dark skin nation took over, maximizing all their stats like getting dreads, afro taper, and being in the gym, which made all the hoes want them now. Sports niggas. These kinds of people play sports. They're on the sports team, most likely playing basketball, and are treated like gods. I'm in high school, and the special treatment they get from their teachers is crazy. If they go to class late, they don't even care. You know how I talk about the YNs and the light-skinned niggas? Well, they're also a part of this list. Think about some of the most famous athletes in the world. Look at Ja Morant, he's a YN. He's always talking about switches and listening to Young Boy. You also got LaMelo Ball, who is a light-skinned nigga, but he's a fusion of being a YN and also being a light-skinned nigga. But most of the athletes are chill, unless you mess with them. These guys are generally good at their sports because of their strong genetics, and they're able to beat almost anyone who competes with them. The nerdy nigga. I don't like using the word nerdy because most of them are smart and chill, and I know they're gonna be successful. But for the purposes of this video, these types of guys are normally found in schools with their Nintendo Switch and always love playing Smash Bros. Most of these guys have the same haircut. It's the all-in-one buzz cut or it's the mini afro with no cut. Dog, this has to be a default setting for them. There are 2 types of these niggas. There are the ones that play games and are academic demons, and you got the ones that are failing all their classes but play the game 24/7. And those type of people, their entire life revolves around the game. One thing I noticed is the fact that most of them have girlfriends, and which I got to respect. I told you guys in my most popular video, to pull a mid-girl in Big 2025, you have to pull off a Messi versus Real Madrid performance. And to them niggas, they be doing it by acting like themselves.